Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another LiFePO4 battery review. This time we're doing one on the GoKWh 100 amp hour RV deep cycle battery. I imagine that's, I don't know exactly how they pronounce it. It could be Go kilowatt hour, but GoKWh is the company. Full disclosure, the company provided me the battery. They're not compensating me in any other way. So this will be an honest review. Like I said, they provided me the battery, and with the understanding that if I liked the battery, that I would do a video about the battery for them. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So, and all right, so let's open her up. At the end of the video, there will be a discount code revealed that will save you $60 on this battery. So watch to the end. M8 terminal screws. And as you can see, this is really well padded. Let's see if we can get the battery out of the box. All right. This padding is all glued together. Not easy to get out. All right, there you are. Now it's supposed to come with a owner's book, but there does not seem to be one in this package. So this is nice, though. There is a LCD display. So LCD display, you can turn that on. Huh. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay. You can't see it when it's at a certain angle. Let me get a close-up of it. All right, so you push the button here. There you go. So it shows the battery is 50% charged. The voltage is 13.2 volts. And it even shows you the temperature of the battery. It's at 20.6 degrees centigrade. All right. All right, so there was not an owner's book provided in the box, but if you scan this QR code with your phone, it will take you to their website where you can download the user manual. So, and I brought it up on my phone right there. So let's go over the specifications of this battery. All right, so it's in millimeters. So let's do this. let's just measure it ourselves. It is 13¼ inches wide. It is 7½ inches deep. And about 8½ inches tall. Has the LCD color display, which is nice. This has a 5-year warranty by the manufacturer. Its life cycles is 4,000 or more than 4,000 cycles. That's going to completely discharged to fully charged. At that rate, 4,000 cycles, if you did cycle this battery every day, that would last you at least 10 years. I think it works out closer to 11 years. And you would actually get more cycles out of it if you didn't completely discharge it. If you took it down to 30, 40, or 50%, then you could get more cycles out of it. But the advantage of the lithium battery, of course, is being able to fully discharge it and then charge it and get the maximum power out of it. So nominal voltage is 12.8 volts at 100 amp hours, which gives you 1280 watt hours. The recommended charge voltage is in the range. I like to charge them at 14.4 volts. The manufacturer here says less than or equal to 14.6 volts, which is typical for these lithium batteries. Their recommended charge current is keep it less than or equal to 50 amps. So we don't want to charge it at any faster rate than that. Of course, it can handle 100 amps for 1 hour, and then the battery should shut down. So they're saying the service life of the battery is 10 years, but you got the 5-year warranty. It's IP65 standards for weather or water resistance. Discharge is you can discharge it with temperatures in the minus 20 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. So that's minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. I would not charge it when it hits freezing. That is very detrimental to these lithium iron phosphate batteries. In here it doesn't mention that at all. So in the user manual from online, you download it as a PDF, and it shows you different wiring interconnections and stuff like that, how to do it. So of course the terminal screws are M8s, and I see so many batteries with the shorter M8 screws. So if you got just a couple of terminals that you're going to put on here, no problem. But if it's a junction point for a number of cables, these are going to be a little bit of a hindrance. So you might want to get a little longer M8 screw on your own, or you would use a junction point to wire to the battery. So all right, so far so good. Batteries weather resistant. Now this is not a very expensive battery to start with, and I just looked at their site and it shows this guy's on sale for an unbelievable price. I won't disclose it to you at this point. Go look, because that's the only way you're going to get the most current pricing. And I will provide a discount code, or a link rather, that gets you even more money off the battery. So this battery is new and improved. They recently made some changes on it to enhance it. It was based on feedback that they got. So that's a pretty responsive company. People said, hey, it's a good battery, but I'd like to see this and this. And so they did. All right, I do like the LCD display. So if this is your only battery, you can monitor what's going on at the push of a button. You can also download an app. This has Bluetooth built into it. Isn't that amazing? So they provided the QR codes right here to download the app. So I'm going to go ahead and download the app. Android. So it says first step, second step. So you got to select English or Chinese. All right, install the Android version. So it's installing the app, and now we'll hit open. And then you can create a account and do a quick registration, so you can register your battery. We can bypass that for the moment. And it shows the battery right here. Connect. Shows the state of charge is 50%. And the total voltage right now is 13.17 volts. So it would show you current draw right there, and watts, the high voltage, the lowest voltage for the day, and the difference between them, and how many cycles of charging. Whoop. Okay, it looks like there's a newer version of this. I'll forego that for the moment. All right. So it looks good, and then you can pull a history. Of course, there's no history on it yet. Basic information. Oh, then you can name the Bluetooth whatever you want instead of their name. So we can put in Sid's battery. And set it. So now it's called Sid's battery. Awesome. Okay. So there you go. So now you can monitor your battery right off your phone, see what's going on. Awesome. I like it. All right. So I think the app for the battery is really awesome. So right now I'm charging the battery through the solar system. So let's take a look at the battery. It shows that it's at 65% charge, and that the estimated charge time is 3 hours 5 minutes. It shows the amount of current going into the battery, 11.1 amps, 150 watts. And so if I look at the MPPT controller, it's cranking out 150 watts, 11 amps, so they're in agreement there. That's what's actually getting in the battery. Here's the WonVon current and voltage meter monitor, and it shows 65%, 11.1 amps going in, 150 watts, with the battery charge time remaining of 3 hours 4 minutes. So
all the apps are in agreement as far as voltage, current, and charge time left, and percentage of battery. So I think one of the arguments on the battery was that the display was not accurate, but that was on the old version. The new version seems to be pretty accurate. So we'll keep an eye on that and see how it goes. But so far it looks good. 140. This is the MPPT controller. Shows 151 watts, 13.8 volts at the battery. And here's the battery app. 152 watts, 11.29 amps. So it looks good. Here's another neat thing about this app. Down here at the bottom shows single voltage information. That is each individual cell. There are 4 cells. And it shows the status and that how the BMS is charging each cell, balancing them. So right now it's trying to, this is cell 1 right here, cell 2, 3, 4. And you can see the status is constantly changing as it's bringing them up. There's not that much deviation between the cells. 3.373, 3.378, 3.382, and 3.373. So it's going to play a little catch-up game with these other cells to catch up to 3. So pretty cool app. You can see exactly what's going on with the battery. And you can pair up more than one of these. There's you can connect more devices. So you can look at each individual battery in your battery bank and see how they're doing. Okay.
All right, so let's see how much this guy weighs. All right, here we go. $23.6 pounds. Not bad. All right, so the display is difficult to see in strong daylight. So, I mean, if I press the button, it shows battery's at 92% and the voltage is 13.3. Or you can use the app that connects to the battery and shows you the same thing, 92%. So, for this purpose, I'm going to use the app so you can see the voltage, and then also on my meter. So we want to test the accuracy. The meter says 13.4. Get my hand out of the way. And so does the app. Shows total voltage, well, 13.34. So it's close. Less than 1/10 of a volt difference between the meter and what the app and the display on the battery say. So that says 13.3, this says 13.34, and my meter says 13.4. So within 7.07 volts, that's 70 millivolts. I'd say that's accurate enough. All right, so next step is to fully charge the battery, and then we'll be able to do our tests and see how well it performs. All right, so I'm going to get this hooked up. I'm going to hook it up in my RV in place of the battery bank that's in there now, and then run it off the inverter and see if we can pull off a full 100 amp hours. All right, so I disconnected the solar system, so it won't charge anymore, and the resting voltage of the battery is 13.3, which is pretty typical. They should fall somewhere 13.3 to 13.5. So this is a little bit on the lower end. Okay, we're off and running. Inverter's on, and we're drawing 9.5 amps. This is current draw is going to vary as things are turned on and off inside the RV. We're also running the outside refrigerator, and it will cycle on and off, and there will be spikes all the way up to 30 amps down. The idea is to draw enough current off of this to hopefully complete the test in 5 hours is what I'm looking to do. So 20 amps on average over a 5-hour period would be the 100 amps. So we will check on the progress a little bit later. All right, so the display on the battery is close to what the WonVon says. So WonVon says 12.96 volts, and the battery says 13.1, shows 27.2 amps being drawn. So does the battery, 27.1. So it's varying a little bit, and shows the temperature in Celsius. 70% remaining on the battery. They're in agreement there. So the display seems to work pretty decently. Seems to be within a tenth of a volt of the WonVon, so that's good. All right, so it's good information to know. The battery itself shut down when we started drawing 122 amps. It ran for like 30 seconds and then shut down. So the overcurrent draw protection works on it. So the battery took about a minute to recycle itself back on, and then we then turned things back on, and it was able to handle 101, 102 amps without shutting down. So I don't know exactly what current draw it actually tripped. It did run 122 amps for like I said, 30 seconds. So that would be that's what tripped it. So, and then like I said, it after about 30 seconds, it then recycled itself back on. Then I was able to turn the inverter back on, and then away we went. So I'm really drawing a lot of current off of it right now. I got the inside refrigerator, which is a double door refrigerator, running on electric instead of propane. This way it draws, well, the fridge draws 45 amps when it's on. Got the outside refrigerator running. We got the ice maker running. The ice maker draws 22 amps, so we're up there. I'm accelerating the whole test, so this way we complete the test in just a couple of hours instead of over 5 or 6 hour period. So it's so far the battery's working pretty good, and so I've been cycling things on and off. Toaster, coffee maker, that's what tripped it. The ice maker was running, and then we made a cup of coffee, and the coffee maker draws 70 some odd amps, 71 amps, and then 22 amps because the ice maker was running, and then all the lights on, and that just put it up over the 100 amp mark. And so I said we were drawing 122 amps, and then bam, it shut down. So all right, so overcurrent protection works. Cool beans. There you go. Just cut. Got to remove those yellow caps that cover the screws. All right, here we go. For all you curious people, see how this construction is now. All right. Here, I'll take you a closer look. All right, so there's the BMS right there. 6-gauge wire. And it's doubled up over here. That's the display. And boy, this is all sealed. This is a high density foam. And then this is all glued in place. I believe on the earlier version of this battery, of course, they were using like packing foam instead of this high density stuff. This is a big improvement over what it was. I didn't have one of those batteries, so I'm going by what others have said. But this is a good quality foam, high density foam they call it, and it's all around, and then they have all glued it in place too. So this is not going to move around. I think that was one of the big complaints too, is everything in here was wobbly. So some BMS down here, I mean the high density foam there. Connections are all good and tight. Oh yeah. I don't think there's going to be any way to slide this on out without messing up the battery. And then there's a gasket all around the edge here. Keep water out. Cool. It looks good. Before they had things held in place with just like this packing tape. And connections are good and tight. Looks nice and neat. All right, I like it. I think the overall construction is good. I don't think we can take this out. Let's see. Yeah, not going to be able to remove it without messing it up. I don't want to mess it up because I want to use it. So we'll just say the construction looks good. And I'm looking at, they got all the plug-in connectors here, and then they've glued them on so they can't come loose. All right. Very good. I think they did a good job on this. It's a much improved version over what their first try was. So, I mean, it's a new company, new product, and they were very responsive to what people were saying, and they fixed it all. So you got a new display that's accurate. The original one was not very accurate. It's a color display. Like I said, the sunlight kind of obliterates it, but you don't usually have it out in the sun anyway. It's usually in a compartment where it's the sun is not strong on it. It's an upgraded BMS from what they had before. It's still 100 amp BMS, but it now incorporates Bluetooth, which is awesome. So I'll put this back together. The nice thing about the Bluetooth is you can name the battery, so and you can pair a bunch of batteries to it. So you can label them battery 1, battery 2, battery 3, battery 4 if you got 4 batteries in parallel or in series. And then you can look at the status of each individual battery instead of looking at just the overall picture, which I think is a big plus. So I like what I see. The battery performs exactly as advertised, a little bit more. The total amp hours that we were able to draw out of the battery was 103.8 amps. It cut right off at 10 volts exactly. When the battery ran down 10 volts, it shut down. So a lot of other batteries I've noticed, their shutdown is like plus or minus 10%. This was like right on the money. So and the like I said, the display seems to be accurate. The app connects easy and has not been a problem, and it also seems to be accurate. I've compared it against my voltmeter and the other meters that I have on my RV. So they're all in agreement. The solar charge controller, the WonVon battery monitor, and my voltmeter all agree with the display and with the app. So, okay, so in the description, I'll provide you with a link to go to their website to be able to order the battery directly from the manufacturer. And exclusive to my channel, the code that I'm about to give you will be good for 2 months from the release date of this video. And so when you go to order it, you put in for the discount code Sydney 12V. So it's all lowercase, Sydney, SYDNEY 12V. And that will get you $60 off. So great deal. It's this battery has a lot of features. It seems to be well made, and I give it a big thumbs up. I like it, and I'm going to continue to use it, and I'm going to put it through the extremes and see how it does. So, all right. So I wouldn't hesitate to get this battery. I think it will do a good job for you. All right. So that is it for today. Don't forget, go down to the description, click on the link, go check it out, and use the code, get yourself $60 off. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video and got some value out of it. And please share it. That's how it makes my channel grow. So, all right, until next time, happy camping. Bye now. Thomas says, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Until next time, happy camping.